Hello everybody and welcome back. So now we're going to do the rack. So we have these two cogwheels here and they work pretty awesome, and you have these parameters so you can kind of tweak it so they look suits good, and yeah, looks great. So the rack, first off we're going to have a wrangler and make sure it's detailed, and this is going to be the rack controller. It's not going to be so much in it, and we're also going to make it green because it's a controller, and we're going to have an integer here, and that's going to be the the name rack cog holes. So rack cog holes, and it's going to be a channel integer, and we're going to have a rack cog holes. So this determine how many holes we have in the rack, and we're going to make a line. And if we have these ones here and we have the line here, you can see the line is going upwards, and we're actually going to have it going from here to the right. And in Houdini, that will means we need to have it in the negative x. No, this is correct. Or is it? Yeah, we find out. And to determine how far, well, this line gonna have points. So now it has 2 points. And let's say if it's this length, for now we need to tweak that. But so we have 9 holes. So if we copy this parameter, we need to, in the length, we need to add paste relative reference. So now we have 8 holes. It's kind of 8 units. But what we're going to do, we are here, you see the cogs. And if I just make a little bit note here. So let's say if we have a round cog like this, and then we have a line like this. So then each cog needs to have a hole with the correct distance. So we need to have this distance here. And what's important is that we want it not straight, but we want it round. Because we want it like the perimeter. The perimeter is the round about the circle. So, but we only want the perimeter between 2 cog centers. So like from here to here. So this distance. And that's called circular pitch. So to get circular pitch is pretty easy. And we're going to use that in our line. And we are over here. So we need to calculate the circular pitch over here. And it's pretty easy. So what we do, we're going to save it so we can fetch it. So it's going to be circular pitch, and it's going to be, we need to use the step, and then we're just going to time the radius pitch times 2. So when we do it, now do this, then we have the circular pitch. So this is the distance between 2 cog teeth. And we have it here. So now, if we just copy this name, so I'm sure I get it right. On the line, we need to time that with 8, so we get 8 times the distance. So we do detail, and we need to fetch the create circle, and this is the attribute. So now you see the length is 2.5 units, and that should be 8 points. Well, I mean 8 holes. So now we also need to do, if we just take this part here, rack controller, and we do the rack cog holes, then we just do it in the points, and we also add 1 to it. So now let's check out here. Now we can just change how many we want. So this is perfect. And then we're going to make a transform for this one too and just plug it in here. And if we look here, well, we can just do like this. We want to line up this one with the middle one over here, because this is going to be the line pitch. So we need to get the pitch radius, and we have it here. This is the pitch radius. And then we just offset it over here. Detail, and this is going to be create circle, and we have the parameter pitch. And we're going to negate it, so we get it. And also we need the first index on that attribute. Now you see it's aligning really good down here. And also we need to offset it, and we're going to use the animate for this. So if we just take this one and copy the animate, copy parameter, and we paste it in, translate on the X one here, do paste, relative reference, and then we also need to multiply it with the pitch parameter. So let's say if when we animate 0, so if we do a lot like this, 0 is when this circle is only doing nothing. But once we take it up to 1, that means this one goes 1 lap. And if you move something on a line, that should be the perimeter around like this. So we need to fetch the middle perimeter. And the perimeter is the pitch perimeter. And so we're going to, in here, we're going to add it with the, so we added detail, and then the create circle, and then pitch perimeter. So this should be it. And now, if we animate, it didn't move. So let's check it out one more time. Animate works at times detail, create circle, and okay, I haven't calculated it. That's why. So now we need to calculate the perimeter. So in order to do that, you do pitch perimeter, and the way you do it, you just take the radius pitch times 2 times pi, and then you get the perimeter. And now this one should find it if I spell it correctly. And it did. And it's moving in the wrong direction, so we just need to take this one and we negate it, so it goes in the opposite direction. Now, you see, now it works. No, it doesn't work at all. It looks really moving in the wrong direction. All right, I can tell, I can see what's going on. So we need to take this line, we need to do it in the other direction, and then we move it in the positive direction. So let's try it one more time. Yeah, now it works. So if we add the cogwheels, you will see that for each point, you can see that they accurately moves along. So you see each point is exactly in the correct center. So this is perfect. So now what we need to do, we also here we have the logic that we need a line root. We need a line top. And of course that's the cogwheel height. So we can just do cog height, copy parameter. So this one should be, let's see, So we're going to do like this. We're going to merge it, then move it down. So this means that this one just needs to be offset with the root times with the no, that's not correct. Pace relative reference. Yeah, this is cog height times half. Now you see this is the root. So now you can see that the root is touching the root circle and the root line. And then we do the line, we do the same thing here. And we times negative half. So we kind of put it a little bit further down. Now you really see that we are having it like this. So now when we have this, so we kind of can verify that everything is working correct. If we just do a box, and we can just move this a little bit. And now if we do a match size, and then we take this box in here, and then we are using the line root. So the root is the one closest up here. So what we want to do, we just take this one and we can do like this. This is fine. Or actually, so we can see everything at once. So we want this box to be, this is going to be the rack. So we can do it rack like this. So this rack going to be maximum, justify I maximum. So now you see it will be on the top over there. So whenever we animate, it will never go through it. So that's perfect. Then I'm just going to do this one much longer. And I'm going to do it shorter. And I'm going to do it really thin. So now we have it, we're starting to get it here. Really good. And we have it here, works great. Actually, I'm going to do like this. No, I'll forget it, I'll leave it. So now we need the cog holes in here. And because we have all the cog positions with the line, so what we can do here is if we just move it up a little bit. So these ones are here. You just do a copy to points. So if we copy something here, now you see we have a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to use this. So if we just do, let's do 0.2. And then on this one, we're just going to do poly extrude. And we're going to use the bottom on this one. So we just fetch the bottom one here. And then we just extrude it. And we're going to insert it a little bit. And now we have really good Boolean shapes. And we're just going to do like this. We're going to extract. Let's see, we have this one here and these ones. Oh yeah, and first off, this one. We need this one to stand on the surface because now it takes too much. So what we need to do, we need to take this one, copy, because this one is 0.2 high, and we need to offset this one with a half height. So times half. So now, well, did it work? Yeah. And then we have extrude. Then we copy it. Now, see, we're getting this because we use it to kind of Boolean away. And this is great because now we have a rack and we can just animate it like this. Isn't it nice? So if you want to have everything working correctly, this is how you should do it. We can just take this bevel and move it down. So you have some really nice bevel on it too. And then of course, if we want to tweak stuff, we just do it here. I get a little bit higher. And then this extrude is giving us the shape. So let's just give a little bit more. Looks perfect. All right, my friends. So this is, this is how you do it. So I'm actually gonna stop it here. And in the next one, I'm just gonna import this stuff in Houdini. And then I'm gonna, in Unity. And then I'm gonna set it up and make it animate in there too. So we're pretty close to be done with this tutorial. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next tutorial.